Welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, guess who is back on the streets of Jamaica? Guess who's back on the streets of Spanish Town? Guess who's back to their old ways? You might have heard me talk about a Klansman known as Demar, aka the baby killer. He's back. This youth couldn't wait to go back to his old ways. So I'm telling you about the Apex 87s them. Demar is not just back on the streets. He's not just back to killing people already. Guess who is now linking with? Guess which organization he's now a part of? The Bedbugs. It was bad enough Demar alone, up on the road. But now that he's with most of them, I don't have to tell you how serious this situation really is. I'm going to tell you now a brief history on Demar. I'm going to tell you about what I do know. I'm going to also talk about the fact that whatever system have in place to deal with 87s, especially Apex 87s, when time them touch back on the streets, it's not working. I'm going to talk about Demar. He has the infamous nickname, the baby killer. This youth is a remnant of the days when the Klansman was at its strongest, most destructive and acidic. This is a youth where, despite being only 14 and was a juvenile at the time, as I said, they must say, oh, a little boy, this is my baby. He was already fitting in with the bigger man them. And after a couple of them stunt them, right, mainly over T-Park, that's Tradiga Park, he must have sent him away. Them send him to a town, because you know it's a Spanish town this, so when people say town, no matter about Kingston. Them send him to a town, trying to, make him, take him out of the acidic environment. This youth love the badness. Anyway there, him find it. Him start link with man and town, so till him go start link around some man and realize them over 45. Guess what them are do? Remember, them send him to a town, right, to make him get away from the badness. Him find other gunman at town now. Spot the man them 45 and thief it, carry come back to Spain. So now, this 45 end up in the Klansman system. If you understand how the Klansman system work, if you want to be a golden boy, bring a gun come give them. You almost get more ratings for bringing them a free gun than taking a life, because to them, killing people ain't nothing. So they're shooting a one man or a two man, now again a real strike. But when you bring a matic come, golden boy. Then, to make things worse, him start link with Scott, Sci-Fi, Capo. We don't know about Scott and Sci-Fi, right? I hope you have seen those videos. Scott was only about 18 years old. Over 30 confirmed murders. So when you see a juvenile, a par with juvenile, I tell you that them youth become monsters from a very early age. Demar was a youth was golden boy because just like JJ Nakis, just like Scott, just like Sci-Fi, you don't need to give them no long reason. Just say the word, kill him, and him gone. That's how them are still. So I just want to understand how long this youth are bad. Now, from hear me say Scott and Sci-Fi, if you understand, say the man them are them work on the same illegal operations. So, for the thing them when we talk about before with Scott, when we talk about with Sci-Fi, Demar was there. He wouldn't go over Tradiga Park but shoot it up multiple times. There was an infamous incident where a Klansman named Frenchy ended up losing life. And when Frenchman lose him life, him they left behind a gun where you know it already, Klansman them, right? Them love them gun them. Right? There's a youth named Donkey. Now, based on how the Klansman gang work, them type of weapon they, especially if it boasty, right? Them want to hear who have it. Right? Who have it now? Who are lock it now? When them find out say, right, French did and the person who lock it now was a man named Donkey. Them decide them a go feed. And them not go ask feed, them a go take it. And guess who was on that operation? Same Demar, baby killer, and Dooley. When you remember Dooley? Left Spanish Town, going to the church, go work in a supermarket, Right? Sus end up go kill him, that same dooley. So the man them end up go for donkey, kill him, right? And take the intratech. But you're thinking, that's so normal. I mean, them are baby killer. Right? Let me tell you now how serious this youth is. People in our clans, people in our Spanish town, associate the name baby killer with him because him start shoot people so young. Them are brag about an incident. You hear me say brag? Him brag about an incident where him say, that make him the real baby killer. He used to talk to a girl named Rita. Him and Rita left, 87's guy already. Remember your favorite 87, most 87s, right, are hyper emotional girl clowns. That's just a fact. Right? So, when him hear say, Rita, him old girl, breed from a youth named Marga, man. Them are go for the girl. Oh, he didn't shoot her. She pregnant for Marga, man. Them are start kick the girl in her belly. Them are kick the girl in her belly until she lose the pitney. Start brag to people say, that's why him are the real baby killer. Hope you understand what you're dealing with. This youth is a sociopath. This youth resent, right? Just like JJ Nakis, resent the idea, right? Say, and not him to get the credit for this shooting. When they go up on any operation, and the time to come back and talk about it, him vex if people no mention that him shot the man the most. We're talking about a dangerous individual. When him finally drop a jail, people breathe a sigh of relief, but they the one say him a touch back on the road. Well, him there now. And as me say, him a par with Muta them, but another Muta. Him a par with the main people them now on the scene. Muta, them are, a you named Killaz, aka Kevin, you named Richie, who was once a footballer. Now, turned full-time bad man. Interesting enough, there's a rogue JDF soldier among them. Even police and JDF go for him and him in a JDF. Right? But him constant, you have some soldiers now. Hope you know, so you have some soldiers there. Them constantly over red fence, them constantly in trouble, them get suspended, them get put on all kind of foolishness. This youth, named Papa, him one of them. He's now a part of that organization. They've been carrying out a series of extortions and robberies. Right? Anybody, if them extort people, them tell the shop people them say, them want this, them want that. The people them can't find it, obviously. We're going through very hard times, enough people can't find it. If they can't get to them more, then them wait till night come, and then broke into the shop them. And them now left nothing behind. Since them are back on the road, there's been a minimum, because I've been trying to track his actions, there's been a minimum of 5 shootings, right, where the Bedbugs organization, where Demar is now a part of, is involved in. Minimum 5. I'm still trying to keep track of them. Now, when time I first hear said them kill the youth named Shaba, right, he's one of them latest victims. I say, well, he might 87, right, so them probably a second them like old score, but now, them start to spread it across to the people them. Especially the people them who have them shop, people who have them local groceries, peer extortion. People them now will figure them, and then they depend on long talking. And you know what them need the money for, right? You see, when your favorite activist here say, bedbugs are my extort man, right? Them things say, poor little things, them want the money for buy like a slice of bread, the man them want buy more shot. Over the Christmas holidays, the bedbugs let off a barrage. Enough of the runs them on here say that drop in a people roof, in a St. Catherine, are the same bedbugs man them. The man them fire off, be a shot, be a gun salute. So now, you know 87 stay. Right. Them fire out all of them shot them, and then them say right, we not on a shot. So now them have to step up the extortion, step up the robbery, and all kind of foolishness. Them want more gun, them want more shot. Now the fact that them is a part of this organization is what makes it so troubling. You have to understand that Bedbug was already dominating that space. This youth is dangerous. Think of JJ Nakis. That's the type of individual. No remorse for nobody at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think remorse in the dictionary. He probably scratch out the word with a film dictionary. This is a problem. You see, I have to do the video now because I don't want delay it no longer and then more things can happen. More them have to understand say this is not the old days. The Spanish town him come back to, you see, the reason why him touch about the street and I want to is because he's used to a Spanish town. Him can do what he want to do and nobody not say nothing. Nobody not see him, and everybody deaf, them and blind. The man if understand say no, right, he's a target of the PIA special ops. He cannot be allowed to roam free. Right? People are saying, what do you mean roam free? I mean roam free and kill what we want. You see, if people who live in a Spanish town, people who come from certain parts of Rivoli or Thompson, you're thinking, alright, okay, we get it, he's a gunman. No, he's not just a gunman. He's a gunman who not check for nobody at all. He to that jail how long, and as soon as him touch back the street, he's back to killing. I'm telling about the Apex 87s. They will not stop until they are neutralized. Right? This is very bad news. You see them statistics they want to see for St. Catherine not. I'm telling you, say crime, the numbers them not as bad as they used to back in the day. When people like them are trying the bed bugs, look out for St. Catherine not. Murder numbers spike. That is not an exaggeration. This youth does not negotiate. But your favorite activist, why we negotiate with him? You see, whatever system you have in place, after them Lego 87s, right? Because I know say for example in an Uncle Sam place, when certain man get Lego, right, and then go out on parole or whatever, they have to like make sure, they have to show say them get a job, they have to show say them a check in here, so they have to show say, it look like say in Jamaica man just get Lego and say go on the road. I don't understand how them are so comfortable to start kill again. This is very troubling. This is not an exaggeration. Right? When you know seminar run a certain joke, we're talking about people's lives. The people them afraid like puss, bed bugs was enough. But the thing with bed bugs is every time we drop a video and things get hot and too much attention upon them lay low. Right? Them are not used to them thing. This should be the first time. We know said this morning when he make up and say this, he must have wanted himself a war. He not come from this era. He not come from the social media era. He come from the days when time the man could shoot, they want to shoot, do what they want to do, and then walk on the road the next day. So this might be new territory for him. From one of the security forces to understand something. Them are the baby killer. Linking with Muta and the bedbugs will spike St. Catherine's murder figures to insane levels. People that get started, the people them, as I say, them are already broke, and on top of it, them have to find money. It's not a good look. Something has to be done. So I want to think of this as an intro because you go hear about them are baby killer more. You should just met them and know say him deep on the radar. Just touch the road already. As I say, them start kill people already. Redman them dead already. Shabba dead already. It's only going to get worse. Security forces them need to make bedbugs understand say, right? Even though them get a new member who, right, make them make the organization stronger in terms of, I guess, people who are willing to kill because gang already, right? The more man them were quote unquote serious when it comes down to the killing is the more lethal the gang is. But most of the security forces, most of them eye upon them and I hear them are going with. But this youth, them are baby killer. In my opinion, he's number one. Him and Muta are the two main individuals. But let me say, you have Killer, Richie, and then you there. But them are, I cannot exaggerate enough. When you hear how long me I talk about him, I was talking about him before him even come on road. I see him come on road and him go right back to it. Remind you of anybody? Remind you of somebody who just to get a nice pretty earth? Well, they might come back on road with the foolishness, so we could see a turn out for him. This is just an intro. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know. More life. Politricks squad, stay circling. Bless.